Hi, welcome to Bullyproof Fitness, Bullyproof for Life. The question I get asked most is, who is Bullyproof Fitness for? The answer is very simple. It's for anyone who's ever been bullied. It's for parents to help their kids deal with bullies. It's for anyone who's been the victim of an assault or an attack. And it's actually for employers to create a better workplace for their employees to thrive. So here's a woman named Shelly. She came into my studio and told me a story about what happened to her. As a teenager, she was shy and introverted and put on weight. That led to a series of bad relationships, and unfortunately, she was sexually assaulted and attacked. She also developed lupus, and that added to her depression, anxiety. And at the age of 28, Shelly was told that if she didn't do something to change her life, she'd be dead by the age of 40. A mother brought a picture of her son, David, into my studio. David didn't even come in. He was too embarrassed. David had been getting in fights at school and been getting kicked out of school and made fun of. Later, David was diagnosed with a slight case of autism, and he finally did come into my school. So what does a 12-year-old boy and a 28-year-old woman have in common? The answer is simple. It's bullying. Bullying affects men, women, and children, and affects millions of people around the world. Our program, Bullyproof Fitness, is a lifestyle, it's a movement, and it's something that can be done by anyone, anytime, anywhere. So why would you listen to me? Who am I? Simple. I'm Tony Stark from Stark Enterprises. No, I'm just kidding. My name's Chris Casamassa, and I've literally been involved with the martial arts since I was 4 years old. So my entire life, I have helped, trained, guided, coached, and motivated over 50,000 kids and adults on exactly how to be bully-proof and fit. We have an amazing chain of martial arts schools in Southern California that's been around since 1965. I'm also the #1 best-selling author of the book, Bullyproof Fitness. And speaking of the book, Bullyproof Fitness, I've got 3 great bonus giveaways just for you being here today that I'm going to show you exactly how you can help your family become bully-proof and fit. One of the other things I'm super proud of is my living laboratory called Kick and Fit. Kick and Fit is a fitness program that helps kids lose weight, get in shape, and feel better about themselves, building their self-confidence and their self-esteem. Now, I wasn't Robert Downey Jr. or an Iron Man. However, I have done a ton of movies and TV shows. I've been in everything from Walker, Texas Ranger, where I went toe-to-toe with Chuck Norris. I fought vampires with Wesley Snipes in Blade. I even doubled for George Clooney in Batman and Robin. But for millions of fans around the world, the character they most recognize me for is that of Scorpion, the evil ninja, from the Mortal Kombat movie and TV shows. Here's the thing. Even though I've done all that and I've had lifetime experience of martial arts, even I was bullied. Now, I'm fully grown now, and I feel really good now. But when I was a young kid, when I first went to high school, I was 4.5 feet tall. I was literally one of the smallest kids at my school. In our school at the time, in high school, there was a ton of hazing, where they would take kids, they would try and throw them in the trash cans. They would try and do a weird thing where they put peanut butter under their arms and make them run around the track. Don't ask me why. It was just something that they did. Luckily, unfortunately enough for me, I was fast enough to get away from them. However, I did decide to try out for the wrestling team. And when I did, the biggest guy on our team, his name was Brian, decided that he was going to test me out because we had a local martial arts studio. And at that time, this was well before the Karate Kid or Ninja Turtles or even Mortal Kombat. The martial arts was still mysterious. So Brian decided it would be fun to goad me into trying to do some martial arts in front of the entire wrestling team. I didn't want to do it, but he wouldn't let up. Eventually I said, look, Brian, just hold up your hand and I'll try and kick it. Unfortunately for Brian, he held his hand too close to his face. Now, my intent was to actually kick his hand, but as nervous as I was and as scared as I was, I accidentally kicked him directly in the face. It made a sound that echoed through the entire gym, and I thought Brian was going to kill me because he was 6'2", and he was our heavyweight wrestler, so he was over 200 pounds. He rubbed his face and smiled and looked at me and said, "Nice kick," which just took the air out of everybody and everything. And from them, fortunately for me, the bullying and the attempts at bullying stopped because Brian and I became fast friends. However, it doesn't always end that way for many kids. I was lucky, I was fortunate. But bullying is associated with academic struggle, low self-esteem, anxiety, depression, substance abuse, and worst of all, self-harm. It's bad enough these kids are getting hurt by bullies at school. Now they're also hurting themselves. In a nationwide study conducted by Davis and Nixon, the top 3 reasons for being bullied that are reported most often are looks, body shape, and race. Now, for all the math wizards in the audience, if you add those top 2 up, 92% of kids who report being bullied report that it's because of their body shape and their looks. That happened to me because I was so short, it was easy for people to want to pick on me. Kids against other kids sometimes can be evil little bastards. So look, being evil has a price. 160,000. 160,000 children will miss school every day due to fear of attack or intimidation by other students. That's 800,000 students a week. That's 3.2 million kids every month who are afraid to go to school. Adults get bullied too. It's not just kids. There's tons of bullying that happens to both men and women. Research has proven that almost 75% of employees surveyed have been affected by workplace bullying, whether as a target or a witness. 75%, that's a staggering number and represents nearly 62 million workers in the US alone. Most bullies are bosses. That's no surprise to anyone who has ever had a bad boss. Most targets, unfortunately, are women, 57%, and 62% of employers actually try and ignore the problem of bullying. Now, there's a problem with that, and that's the cost. Because employees who are bullied call in sick 5 times more often and cost business owners and healthcare providers an estimated $1 billion per year in lost productivity and revenue. There's a way out of this, and I like to use a quote by the late, great President John F. Kennedy, who said, "Physical fitness is not only the most important keys to a healthy body, it's the basis of dynamic and creative intellectual activity." So look, here's how we do it. We've got a very simple process that is safe and easy to use for anybody who wants to become bully-proof and fit. There's 4 key components to our program: stretching, strength training, martial arts, which provides the self-defense and safety aspect, and of course, as any good fitness pro will tell you, you simply cannot out-train a bad diet. You've got to make the right food choices. And our program shows you step by step exactly how we do that. One of the other great things about our program is it's not something that you have to do for hours and hours a day. That's just ridiculous. 10 to 15 minutes a day is all you need, and just by doing that, it will improve your overall fitness, your attention, concentration, and self-confidence, as well as reducing your stress levels. And as we all know, when you reduce your stress levels, things like hypertension, high blood pressure, stroke, heart disease, and heart attack all can start to go away. And it's not just adults this happens to, it happens to kids as well. When kids and adults are more physically active, it improves their relationship with friends and family, as well as their confidence in social situations. And adults who are fit are more productive, more self-insured, and more intellectually engaged in their work, which is a benefit for employers around the country. The report cards of kids show amazing results because the GPAs of students in the physical fitness improvement zone are significantly higher than those in the lower unhealthy zone. And here's the problem. Schools around the country are taking physical education out of their programs because of budget cuts. So grade point averages are dropping by doing just this one crazy thing. Remember Shelley? I told you about her. She was not changing her life. Well, she did change her life, and she's not dead. At 44 years old, Shelley is amazing. She's in great shape and super confident. Not only that, she became a partner in our business and helps me run the day-to-day operations. She's in charge of helping our women's self-defense and empowerment program at our schools around the country. Before Shelley came to us, after Shelley came to us. Amazing results that you can take to change your life. And remember David? Well, in 6 short weeks, we got that kid from being upset and depressed to being a happy, healthy, productive kid who learned to deal with his autism. Before David came to us, not only was he overweight and out of shape, but he was getting picked on. Now he's not. Here's what happened. A week after we took that picture, he got asked by a girl to go to the homecoming dance at his school. So not only did I teach him self-defense and fitness, I actually had to teach him how to dance because he'd never danced with a girl before in his life. So look, I told you if you stuck around, I was going to give you some great stuff. And here's number one thing. If you're a parent, I want you to go to our website, go to bullyproofitness.com. There's an awesome download for you to help your kids at home on step-by-step things that they can do to help protect themselves from being bullied. Now, if you're a school administrator or you work in the HR at your business, there's a section there for you to get a free download on how to keep your students and your employees bully-proof and safe. The second thing I'm going to hook you up with is a secret free bully-proof training video that shows you exactly how we are going to help you overcome the challenges that you have. This is step by step. It's not an idea, it's implementation. So I don't want to give you the idea, I want to give you the tools that you need to succeed. And the third thing I'm going to give you is a copy of my #1 best-selling book. Inside that book is everything you need. It is a go-to resource for parents, for schools, and for businesses around the country so that we can all join the movement to keep the world bully-proof and fit. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I'm Casamassa. Check it out, bullyprooffitness.com, and I'll see you soon.